Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Broncos will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Wyoming's offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are 2 of the best in the entire country.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Anderson wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Fitzgerald. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle at Sargent. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Cowboys have this offense rolling. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Durr. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the single back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix?
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Boise State's offense will get the ball for the 1st time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Broncos want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Jeanty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Looking for a man. It's Madsen, using his legs to buy some time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. And you can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now they'll run the draw. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Looking to pass. It's Madsen. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but in the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finding an escape route. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the draw. Shakes off the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It'll be a draw. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Dances away to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it to the back on the draw. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Got his man. He's not going to get there. Stopped short. The lead remains 7 as they were trying to push this to a 2-possession lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Punt is on its way. hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets away from one, finds room. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Oh, they're after him. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Still looking, on the move. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
And he closed that thing just inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Beavs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's open on the right. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Anderson will throw. This time he's got it. Turning it on. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. A great catch and run for 6.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Grabbed behind the line, it's Marshall. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Broncos will hustle to the line. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Jeanty has gone from that dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Jeanty, but you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning at other spots, so I still expect this team to be successful.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first. There he goes. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Wyoming, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Anderson wants to throw. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Rushes on him. Makes the catch. It's Scott. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Got room to work. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown Broncos! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Working that left side now. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run play action. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Broncos moving quickly to the line. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. Finds a crease at the 20. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. From the red zone, looking for a man. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. Wide. The plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless. And touchdown, Broncos! And the punishment has been extended. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Makes the grab. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the ball is loose on the return. Kicking team's got it. Touchdown, Boise State! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Makes the grab on the left. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6.
14.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Anderson will throw. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They've changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game plan coming in this one.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Finds his tight end.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Broncos send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Using the quick game. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Grab near the marker, it's Marshall. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Looking for the 2-point try. They're working that left side. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Durr. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to one with a 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. And the Broncos have taken it inside the 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Anderson wants to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home.
Makes the grab inside the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25 motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
8 yards on the play.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of